What's going on, my fan? It's your boy, Big Cass, 210 Hood Squad Nation, man. I just want to make a little video today about our boy Tupac, man. You know, Makaveli lives, man. Always. All right, before I start, man, I just want to let everybody know I appreciate all my supporters out there, man. All my 210 Hood Squad Nation supporters, man. People who backing me, all my subscribers, just everybody, man, that backs me up, man. One love to everybody, man. Uh, also, man, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do check out my other videos. Make sure you press that like button on my videos, and also share. You know, if uh, if you find something that you're opposed to, hey, what was good, Nate? What's good, man? One love, man. If you find anything, any point of views that you might second guess, or feel free to comment below, man. It's all good. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. What's good, Gail? What's good, bro? Yeah, I just want to talk about our boy Tupac, man. And I just want to lay out a couple, uh, just a couple things out there, man, just to let everybody know that I know that Tupac's out. He's out there chilling, man. He's alive. That he's not deceased, man, in no way, shape, or form. So let's get it, man. So there were so many. First and foremost, I know there's so many theories out there, man. You know what I mean? Like Mopreme said, man, this story, this whole faking his death deal, it was it was meant to be confusing, man. So so that's why everybody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody really knows the exact story behind it. And what's good, Brian? Thanks for the blessings, bro. One love, man. So I just want to get to the bottom of this, man, and give y'all my point of view in regards to Makaveli, man. So, did y'all know that Tupac showed up to Las Vegas that night? When he showed up early. He didn't show up late at night, man. He showed up like at 10, 12 in the afternoon. He showed up early, man, and then he showed up way before the fight. You know what I mean? He was gambling. Uh, he was, going back and forth from his motel, and there was even his own entourage, his own people. They didn't know. Like, he would disappear. Tupac would disappear for a little bit, and then he would come back. And especially his Frank Alexander, his own bodyguard, would question him, man. Like, hey, man, where you been, man? I've been looking for you or whatnot. And Tupac would just respond by, "Well, I had to go do something real quick," but he wouldn't lace him up on nothing. But yeah, then however, anyway, there were some reasons that I also know that our boy Machiavelli is alive. First, Tupac had changed his name from Tupac to Machiavelli, right? And then, secondly, Tupac also he was cremated the day after he apparently died, right? He was cremated that right after he supposedly died on the 13th. So on the 14th, he was apparently cremated, and then there was no autopsy, and then uh there was no one can ask. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, no one can ask to dig up his grave and find his body, man, because the body that's in there, there's no body, man. You know what I mean? There, you know what I mean? Because they cremated. So apparently they cremated him, man. So they can't really, find out the whole story behind it, man. So, to my knowledge, Tupac, he didn't even receive an autopsy, man. And then three, he Tupac had completed two movies, eight, eight LPs, and keeps on appearing on new artists' albums after he, apparently died. Many of his unheard songs that Tupac had completed were unreleased and not on any albums Tupac had. You know what I mean? Completed. So he really wanted to, when he first quit. Uh, when he was with Death Row, he Suge knew that he didn't want to be with them no more, man. That he was gonna, take up. It was good. Was good, Loso. Yeah. So hold on a minute. Yeah, man. So you know what I mean. So Suge knew that he didn't want to be in Death Row no more. He was gonna start his own euthanasia record company called Makaveli. So yeah, this made this may be when he completed most all of his songs. Tupac was leaving Death Row Records, and what I was thinking, I don't know, man, I could be wrong, man. But there's two sides of stories that maybe Suge had planned to put a hit on Tupac to keep all the money, but who knows, man. But really deep down inside, I feel that Suge was in on it with Tupac, and he had planned it way beforehand. Because, like, I don't know if y'all seen that video where there was this reporter. I think she was a reporter, and she went to Tupac's house, right? It was one of his houses that he had gotten. I think it was for his mom, man, for Finney, and it was his birthday. So this was back in June, a couple months before he went to Las Vegas, and they had, but Tupac didn't show up. So, supposedly he was watching the fight, or oh no, not the fight. He was watching some game, and then so she was like, the reporter was like, well, all right, well, anyways, so his mom, Tupac's mom, showed him the cake where he had this is where Tupac was still alive, man. So she showed him the cake, and it didn't look nothing like Tupac. She said it was when he was 6 years old or some shit like that, and it looked like a prince, right, with a crown on his head, and it said Machiavelli on it, right? And then she shows that chick a picture of Tupac, and it looked like it was Geronimo Pratt, like way in the background, like looking over Tupac, and it had like people, like his entourage, his close people in his family, and like other people, like looking up to Tupac. So like it looked like an like in that cake, it looked like he was like an African princess, man. You know what I'm saying? So right there, she said, she even told that chick that she wants to remember Tupac and remember his spirit, cause and all this other crap she was telling him. And she was saying all this while he's still alive, man. So right there is self-explanatory, man. You seen that, Gil? Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying? So it was planned, man. It was planned. He had it. He even the mom was in on it. Like she said, you know what I mean? Like he was suffering too much, that he was tired of fighting already, man. Oh, you seen that, Loso? Hey, what's good, Omo? One love. And yeah, man. So that that video right there where that reporter, man, when I, because I had saw it a couple times, man, and then so I just put two and two together, man, and it just makes sense, man, that it was just by what his mom was telling that reporter, man. It that's self-explanatory, man, that it was pre-planned, that she wanted to remember his spirit. I mean, how can you talk about your son past tense when he's still alive? You know what I'm saying? That just don't make sense, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was pre-planned. It was talked about. He had it all figured out. So yeah, man. So that, you know what I mean? That's what I kind of got out of it, man. And also Tupac even said in an interview before he went to prison, he said that if he was ever sent to prison, this is his own quote, when he comes out, if he came out, he would be worse off than before. He also said when he came out, it would be like he was reborn. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all seen or heard about that, but he quoted that, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh I'm gonna say it again. He said that if he was ever sent to prison, when he came out, he would be worse off than before. And he also said when he came out, he would be like he was reborn. So, you know, I mean, what's that? Oh, big homie, off the subject. Henny Pacquiao announced that he wants to fight. Oh, no. Oh, really, bro? He wants to fight Mayweather again? Man. What's good, Joshua? Man, that'll be something to see, man. Because we talked about that yesterday, man. Because I think that would be a perfect, you know what I'm saying? Since what's his name? He's already, how old is Mayweather? 40 or 41, right? He's 40 and Pacquiao's 39. And I personally feel that Pacquiao won that fight, you know, through, like through the statistics, like through numbers. I mean, he landed more and everything, man. He's 41. So I think right now, man, I think they should, man. You know what I'm saying? I think they should get down. You know what I'm saying? My glasses are fucked up. I think they should get down, man. Uh, it would be a good fight, man. And I bet you a lot of people will pay to watch that fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I think they should fight. What we're in July. I think they should fight at the end of this year. You know what I mean? What do you think? I mean, because if they want to fight, they got to fight like within 6 months. You know what I mean? So if I hope so, man. So if Pacquiao really wants to do it, man, since he's talking about it, man, I think they should just get up, and Mayweather should just sign that contract, man, right now, and they should fight within 6 months by the end of this year. You know what I mean? Right after the Canelo and Triple G fight. Yeah, man, me too, man. I'm a boxing fanatic, man. I love watching boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? I love, that's my favorite sport, boxing, man. Even though it's all corrupted, man, and but I just love to see fights, man. You know what I'm saying? Like to see them KOs and shit. Like Pacquiao, man, he got down in that last fight with Matisse, man, and you know what I'm saying? Because since he changed his corner, he got rid of what's his name? Of he got rid of that other cat he fired, and then that Boo Boy Fernandez took over. Man, it looked like Pacquiao was a whole different fighter, man. He was all cut up. He's like he trained harder. He was like he felt like he was more dedicated. Faking. I'll watch this later, Los. Faking con. Sorry. Faking. Faking. Sorry, can't be here with him. Much love. Do Robin Williams. Do Robin Williams alive? Oh, Robin Williams. Yeah, homie. She hates me. What are you talking about, Loso? All right, Homo. Video is a good idea, don't you think? All right. So back to Tupac. All right. Back to Tupac, man. Number five, man. About Tupac. The reason why I think, you know what I'm saying. Well, I know he's alive, but I'm just giving my points across, man. The cover of the Tupac Makaveli album, it has Makaveli has a Tupac looking like Jesus Christ, right? And then could it be that Tupac was planning a resurrection? You know what I'm saying? Since he came out like looking like Jesus Christ, man. So that's just something I throw out there. Number six, Shook referred himself as Simon, right? You know what I'm saying? He referred to himself as Simon, and Simon was the apostle who helped Jesus carry the cross, right? And one of the first to witness Jesus Christ's resurrection. So just keep that in mind that you know what I'm saying, that he refers to himself as Simon. He calls himself Simon. And Tupac, I guess he was, since he's Machiavelli, but he was also referring to, like, he said he's going to come back, expect him to come back like Jesus Christ. So I guess Tupac's referring to him as Jesus, right? And seven, Tupac was supposedly gunned down 7 months. Okay, because this is that number seven theory. Tupac was supposedly gunned down 7 months after All Eyes on Me was released. Okay, so after All Eyes on Me was released, 7 months later, he supposedly had died, right? Also, I'm going with that seven theory that Loso had talked about on his other video. And he was shot on the seventh, right? And then Tupac was 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. And even his death was at 403, right? So 4 plus 3 is 7. The Makaveli even talks about 7 on the Makaveli album. If y'all, I don't know if y'all heard that album, that Makaveli album. He talks about number 7 on that specific album. And then number 8, Tupac's video, I Ain't Mad at Ya, foretold his death. Tupac dies in that video, right? Then in a new video came out under the name Makaveli. It's just like Tupac died and I Ain't Mad at Ya, and Makaveli was born and Toss It Up, right? Okay, number 9, in the video Toss It Up, Tupac is wearing, I don't know, man. This is just another theory, man. I don't know if you know what I'm saying, if it's true or what, man. But if I don't know if they're allowed, like like if y'all got cash and there's like something that comes out, you could get it before anybody, and you got to pay the extra money for it or whatnot. But I don't know about that theory you heard about the tennis shoes that Tupac was wearing. Uh, about that those Penny Hardaways that Tupac was wearing, right? On that Toss It Up, Tupac was wearing some Penny Hardaway sneakers, which were not available at the time of his supposed death, right? And then in Tupac's song, Life of an Outlaw, on that album, The 7 Day Theory, he says, all for the street fame on how he managed, uh, yeah, okay. All for the street fame on how to be managed 6 months in advance to what we plotted. Approved to go on swole, and now I got it. Life of an outlaw. This implies that Tupac planned his death in advance, and now he is enjoying the success of his plan. I don't know. I'll check that out. But number 11. Supposedly they shot the BMW 13 times, right? And Suge didn't get hit not once, right? They were saying uh that it wasn't a regular, gangbanger, or it wasn't just anybody that shot up the car, that it had to been some experts or whatnot, man, because they shot it like at a direct point and Suge didn't get shot. But I personally feel that it was that whole situation was staged, that there wasn't no fucking drive by. They set it up and made it seem like, because think about it, man. Okay, the car was bulletproof. All right, I understand that. The only bullets that went through was the one in the window. But if you're gonna shoot at a car at close range 13 times, I mean, and look how big Suge is. Suge was a 350-pound dude, and he don't even get shot once, man. You know what I'm saying? Not one time, man. Yeah, it was a double, but they had to make it seem like it was a drive-by. So that dude Devin Clark was his double. He was dying of AIDS already. They had gave him 6 months to live, right? And I had I had talked about it in another video, and his Devin Clark's best friend, his name was Julius. He was the one that kind of laced up everything, and you know, and told the whole story in regards to Devin Clark's story, that how he got AIDS, and he was sick. He didn't want to go to the doctor because apparently he had got it when he was 20 years old, when he had slept with a couple girls at a college party. 2 years later, he got real sick, but he didn't want to go to the hospital. And then a couple years, I think 2 years later, he got real sick, and then his mom convinced him to go to the hospital. So he went, took the blood samples or whatnot. The doctor found out, called him. They went and found out he had HIV at first, and then found out that he had AIDS. And then they gave him 6 months. The doctor gave him 6 months. So then they told him to tell his girlfriend to get checked as well, since he had a girlfriend at that time. She found out that she had AIDS. She ended up dying in 2001, 5 years later, after that incident happened. But anyhow, he was supposed to die 6 months later, right? And this was back in 1995. But he surpassed it. He lived longer than the 6 months. So he knew he was going to die anytime, right? So he met Tupac at above the rim, shoot, at the movie shoot, whatever. He didn't make the part, but he met Tupac, and then they talked, and he laced Tupac up about his situation, that he had AIDS, and so Tupac was intrigued about that. And I don't know at that time if Tupac was planning his death or not, but apparently they exchanged numbers or whatever. They kept in contact because uh, after that, a couple months, which I think it was around with June, July, August. I guess it was around Pac's birthday, around that time, because it was 3 months before that incident happened at the Las Vegas shooting. He left. Devin Clark left because he was staying with his mom. So he went to visit his friend Julius and told him that he was leaving out of state for a job. And he was like, "Man, well, you're sick, man." And he was like, "Nah, don't worry about it, man." He goes, "But if I end up going to the hospital, I'll call you or whatnot." And so his friend Julius didn't hear from him for a while. So, anyways, Devin Clark ended up going where Tupac was, and apparently he lived until uh until that day where they had that shooting. And I had made a video a long time ago. I don't know, it was one of my first videos, or it was one of my first couple videos I made about Tupac. And there was a video that I saw, and I had talked about it in my video, about there was a witness who didn't specify his name, but he saw somebody that looked like Tupac in a car, in a BMW, that Suge went around and shot the car up on the side, and shot the double. And after that happened, he just mentioned that incident, what happened, and David Kenner was there. David Kenner was there, but he was in another car, another BMW, or another car that looked like it. Then David Kenner, they takes off, and then Shook takes off with that double, and they bounce. And then apparently, I think they went and made it seem like they did that drive by. I don't know exact specifics, like if they went straight, and then from there they shot the gun and made it seem like, because whoever cruised up and shot the car, they said they saw smoke, nothing but smoke. And then they said that apparently it had to have been blanks. You know what I'm saying? So there was two different cars. Yeah, I was gonna talk about that. The two cars with two different scenes. I'm gonna talk about that, Gail. So a car that apparently cruised up and shot, and they said all they saw was smoke, were blanks. It was all blanks. So it looked like someone shot up the car, but at that time, no one really shot up the car. It was blanks. You know what I'm saying? So Devin Clark did get shot. You know, and so they cruised around and made it seem like if he got shot. So another BMW. Uh, so you see that car, right? The one with the nice rims, Stop, and Suge was in there with Tupac. Apparently, Tupac, which was his double. And then you see another video with another BMW that has a hatchback. It was like a hatchback. It wasn't the regular BMW that that had that chopped down back, that mirror in the back, the window in the back. It was a different one with the different rims on the car, and you could see two Las Vegas police under. I mean, they weren't wearing you know police uniforms. They were, I guess they were detectives, but they were wearing plain clothes. But you could tell they were detectives. And but the car they were looking at and that car that was shot up was a whole different BMW. It wasn't the same one that apparently got shot. So it was two different BMWs that got shot, that were shot up. You know what I'm saying? It just sounds so confusing. Are you going to do a video about Robin Williams, a live theory? Yeah, say Anthony. Yeah, I'll do one. I'll do one about him, man. Uh I'll do some research and stuff, and then I'll see when I could do that one. But I'll get on top of that. Yeah, another clue is on Pax. God bless the dead. He shouts out Biggie being dead. Only gullible motherfuckers believe he had a childhood friend named Biggie Smalls. Oh yeah, JC. Now I gotta look into that, man. It was Mac Pug's jersey that he wore. It was blue for too. It's a common knowledge. Yeah, JC. Uh, that jersey, that green jersey he had on. Yeah, it's a known bulletproof jersey that he had, because he had wore it and another incident when he had some beef at a studio or at some other place, and some dude pulled out a gun on Tupac, and he had some beef with something with some people. So he takes off and then he changes his shirt and puts on that same jersey, the one that he apparently wore that day when he was in Las Vegas. Yep. Yeah, man, I heard about that one, man. So yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying? So gotta knock this out right here. So yeah, man. Yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying? Shook 350-pound dude, man. If someone's gonna actually go by and do a drive by, man, he had to get shot, man. And he didn't even get shot once, and only got hit by some fragments or some glass. And he kept saying that he had a bullet stuck in his head, which was bullshit. He never had no bullet stuck in his head. He never got shot. Period. Point blank, man. It was glass that apparently he must have got that when uh when he shot up the car when we had that double in there, man. Yeah, but yeah, I had talked about that before on one of my other videos, man. Let me see. Yeah, it was all planned, man. It was all planned, man. Also, they were saying it was a white Cadillac, right? That cruised by. How come they never found that white Cadillac? There was a story saying that they found a white Cadillac, but they never did. They never found a white Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? And Keefe D was saying that he parked it at a parking lot, put the gun under one of the tires, but they never found the car. And they're saying that it was rented from Enterprise, uh, but they never found the car. And if it was apparently true that they did a drive by, and but they never found that car, how come they didn't get no helicopters? I mean, out there looking for the car. You know what I mean? There was no helicopter. They didn't even go looking for that. And then apparently after that shooting, apparently there were some cops in the bikes that cruised up, but they didn't block off that area. They let cars go up and down and run over the apparently shells, the shells that were in the street or whatnot, man. I don't know, man. They just contaminated the all the evidence and all that crap, man. So they were just trying to make everything confusing, man. You know what I mean? So that's why, you know what I mean? Like, so I did kind of my research, and you just got to use your best judgment, man, and all that crap, man. He right on point. Yeah, another clue is Parks. God bless the dead. He shouts out Biggie being dead. Oh yeah, I read that one. Okay. Yeah. Anyhow, uh, back to my boy Tupac. My boy, my if Tupac was dead, how would he know that Biggie was dead? You know what I'm saying? Did y'all hear about that one? You know what I'm saying? And if Tupac was apparently dead, how did he know that Biggie had passed away? And then you have some rapper that knows that like you have rappers out there that are they make their own, they're making their own music like 50 Cent, Eminem, you know, those are just for example talking about uh that Tupac's out there, you know what I'm saying, that he should be coming back. A song about Biggie being dead. Yeah, I know, Loso. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And this is 6 months after he apparently died. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all that is just horseshit if you think Makaveli's passed away, man. It was all planned, man. It was all planned, man. You know? And like his mom said, Tupac was tired of fighting and that he had a right to choose for himself. This is her exact quotes. In the end, he chose to live quietly. You know, what is a finisher Shakur really trying to say? You know what I'm saying? I saw a video of these two officers were looking at the BMW, like I was saying, and then one of the officers uh said, he goes, then like I don't know, the video, it was kind of a little distracted, but I heard exactly what it said, man. What the two cops, remember when I was telling you that they were looking at that hatchback, that different BMW? It wasn't the one that had the nice rims that were bent and all that. It was that other BMW that was shot up and shit. One of the cops there, one of the cops, he even stated on that video, those two undercover cops, man. I mean, they weren't undercover cops, they were detectives. My bad. You hear him say, I did this. I shot those as close as the loopholes. So he reenact the same bullets to the other car that was shot up. So they were trying to cover something up. What were they trying to cover up? You know what I'm saying? I mean, why would the cop say that? You know what I'm saying? He said, I did this. I shot those as close as those other loopholes. So he looked at the other car, and then apparently they shot up the car, those the other car, the BMW. That seemed kind of confusing to me, man. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Uh, but something he said something close to that, but I it I might be off just a word or two, but it was I heard exactly those words, man. I know what I heard, man. And then he says, and also he says, now I can go get some sleep. He also right after he says that he goes, now I can go get some sleep. I know I'm going to get some calls tomorrow. So right with that right there is self-explanatory, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh it just tells you that the cops were in on it, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, JC. I mean, like that exactly what his mom said. He was fighting demons, man. He was tired of fighting, man. And everybody around him were telling him, man, that he even knew, like I said before, that he was a dead man walking. And he was even telling that to his own people, man. You know what I'm saying? So put yourself in his shoes. If you knew you were a dead man walking and you knew that they were trying to kill you, and if you went to Las Vegas that they were going to kill you, would you have gone with your guard down? Or the only way you would have gone was to pull that Makaveli shit. That was the only reason. Because only a fool is going to go just to have a good time, but your life is on the line. You know what I'm saying? That just don't make sense at all. At all, man. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? But anybody with the brain knows, man, that Tupac is alive. And then I don't know if y'all seen that video with Gonzo. Gonzo even said, he goes, I'm tired of y'all asking me. Y'all keep asking me if Tupac is alive. Yeah, he's alive. You know what I'm saying? He even mentioned it in his video. And then he was like, once he gets $100 million, he's going to SA, South Africa. Are you illiterate, niggas? You can't read between the lines? Yep. You're right, JC. You know what I mean? Yeah, 15 doubles and 2 died. Now there's 13. Yeah, you're right, Loso. You know what I mean? So, uh, like I said, man, I don't know if y'all seen that Gonzo video too, man. And what's that homeboy's name? The one that he's real cool with Tupac. And he came out in that video where he showed a picture of Tupac holding a gun on his cell phone. I keep forgetting his name, man. I don't know why. It just doesn't stick with me. But and then apparently Tupac was in the background under a tree. Yep. Yeah. Snoop Dogg. Tretch, man. Yeah, man. Tretch, man. You're right, Loso. Tretch is one of Tupac's close friends, man. He's been riding. Yeah, I got you, Roger. He's been riding with Tupac since day one, and that's his homeboy, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, from Naughty by Nature. Yeah, that homeboy, man. I mean, if he's telling y'all, man, that Tupac's alive, that they got it in for him, hardcore. I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? He's got to be alive, man. So yeah, man. Hey, Loso, what's up with that video, man? You gonna do that video later? Thought you were gonna do that video, man, but let me know what's up, man. If you're gonna do that video later or not, man, so I could check it out, man. But yeah, man, Makaveli lives, man, forever, man. You know what I'm saying? And I want to appreciate all my supporters out there, man, who follow me, man. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, man, and make sure y'all hit that like button. I appreciate it, man. If y'all can hit that like button, man, it'll be much love, man, much respect, man. Uh, and I appreciate everybody again, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man, that watch my videos, man. But I'm gonna do some research right now, man, and I'm gonna see if I could do that other video. And but if not, man, I'll see if I could do another some type of video later on today, man. And but then again, man, one love to all of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all love and support again, man. Don't forget to subscribe, like again, share it, comment if you have any comments you want to address to me, or if there's any type of other videos you want me to do, go ahead and comment. Let me know, man. I'll see what I can do. See if I can do those videos for y'all, man. All right, man. Until next time, man. One love to all of y'all, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. A lot of love and support from y'all, man. Appreciate it. I'm out. One love.